Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. Today I'd like to talk about recent differences of film expression in Japan and the US from a feminist perspective. Let's get started. To begin with, I'd like to give you an agenda and the reason why I talk to you. As an agenda, I am going to explain the difference in the focus on women's social issues between Japan and the US based on the contents of recent movies. The reason I wanted to mention this perspective that women because when I saw the movie Barbie, I was surprised that it was so direct in its statement of women's social issues. I have never seen a Japanese film that was like women's best, men are suck. And I thought it could not be shown to the world, which made me want to know more about the differences between Japan and the US. And by the way, the woman in the photo uh, is Margot Robbie, who played Barbie. Next, I will tell you what the textbook says. Page 8 of the textbook. Page 8 of the textbook, equality is all taken directly from the textbook. From there, I get what I consider to be the important parts. Let's move on to the simply version. In short, Americans strongly believe in the idea that first, all men are created equal. Second, there is a belief that all people are of fundamentally equal value. Third, they tend to find granted expressions of respect uncomfortable. Also, the American view of equality is marked by a belief that everyone has the opportunity to achieve a higher status, and B, that the belief that all people deserve basic respectful treatment. These points shapes the concepts and practice of equality in American society. So, how they are reflected in the film? I'd like to introduce six American movies. Captain Marvel is the first Marvel movie with a female superhero as the main character, and the first movie with a standalone female hero. I thought that a woman written as a hero would give courage to the girls who see her. A Promising Young Woman is a horror film about a sexual incident. Nomadland is about the strength of women living alone. By the way, I like Chloe Zhao works. Her films are so beautifully visualized and are very wide and very large and magnificent. I recommend them very much. Next, Coda is a film that shows the struggles and the ambitions of the woman who supports her deaf family, and the and the film won an Academy Award in 2022. As a side note, I saw this movie in the cinema and I was very impressed. Women Talking is a film about the strength of women who protest against the male society and fight against sexual damage and the protection of their children. And finally, she said, this film is a story that is like the Japanese problem in Japanese social issues. I explained about American movies through these six. On the other hand, move on to the Japanese version. I will introduce five Japanese films. Happy Hour is a story about four ladies who have encountering each other, who have a problem encountering each other. Mubanso is a work that depicts the impure love of a student and partially projects sexual problem. Blue Hour ni Buttobas is about a woman struggling with a family that is on the wrong side of the fence. Yuko's Balance is a story that pursues young girls who suffer from sexual abuse, sexual problems. Ichiko is a film that explores the mystery of Ichiko's disappearance after she was proposed to. Now that you know about American and Japanese films, I would like to compare them. I thought about American and Japanese films respectively as follows. In the United States, there are many direct films that bring women's social issues to the forefront. Many of these films seem to encourage women. They treat women's social issues as if they were a main dish. And meanwhile, in Japan, there are many indirect films that put women's social issues on the background. It also seems that many of these films try to make viewers aware of women's social issues. They treat women's social issues as seesawing and side dishes, not like a main dish. Now let me give you my overall thoughts on the project. Personally, I prefer the American style, which directly deal with the theme, because it is fun to watch and easy to understand. However, I also thought that the Japanese style of expression, in which the theme is represented as a setting as a way to add depth to the work, is also wonderful. I hope that through the movies, social problem will be solved, even if only a little. Thank you for watching. If you have some recommendation for films or uh, directors, please let me know. Bye.